The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 136. Nasdaq's off 2. S&Ps are down 10. Gold contract down $8.70, trading at $12.95. We have silver off 13 cents, $16.41 an ounce. Light sweet crude down a buck, $66.98 a barrel. Notes and bonds. The 10-year note up a half a point, 15 ticks, 120.10. 30-year bond up a full point, 144.22. And notes and bonds this morning across the world.
Quite a move.
Big action, folks. If you were in Italy, guess what? This is a move. I've never seen a move like this since, I don't know, I've been in maybe 35 years in the market. That was like, I thought I was looking at things this morning, 150 basis points, folks. Bottom line is that we've been talking about yields and how inexpensive they are basically in Europe versus the United States. Well, that changed real quick this morning. Euro's at 115.83 to 1 US dollar. Yen is at 109 to 1 US dollar. Now, to make some sense out of these moves, we got the VIX running out at about 14.5.
15.5.
15.5, yeah. Okay. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, outstanding program. You want to understand strategies, option strategies. You want to understand futures. Kevin and his team, great program, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't test-driven yet, the Thinkorswim platform, just come to our website, hit the banner, bring it up. Outstanding platform. Kevin Hinks, we're kicking into summer, and guess what? The market doesn't have the summer blues. It's got some volatility.
Exactly. Before we get to a 9 or 10 VIX, how about a 15.5 VIX?
Seriously.
Tom? But before we get to a 3 1/4 10-year yield, how about a 2.8 yield just to start your summer? Boy, this is not the way a lot of people thought this summer was going to begin. That's for sure. No,
there's no doubt, man. You know, and what's interesting, it seemed that last week it was like pushing its head up, like this whole currency deal. I'm looking, I'm saying to myself, okay, you know, what's moving out here? And particularly because those notes and bonds were moving ahead of it. It's like, wow, man, this is quite a move. Our own notes and bonds.
Sure.
Well, we wake up this morning and we know what it is, folks, okay? Because if you haven't seen it yet, in Italy, this is pretty amazing what you actually have here. This was up at 3% this morning. We're at 2.87 right now.
Okay.
They're 10-year. And, you know, that's all I've been talking about so many times is that how is Italy's 10-year so low compared to our 10-year? You know, and yes. Now people want more money to basically give to the government.
Sure.
And, you know, hey, listen, you know, it's going to be interesting here to see what the rest of Europe does. When we look at our markets, bottom line is that these S&Ps are 18 points off their low.
Hey, listen, Tom. This is going to be. This is the first. Think about the week we have coming up, Tom, in terms of bond trading. You've got numbers coming out. You've got GDP coming out this week.
Yeah.
You've got personal income and outlays, which it has that PCE as part of it. And then you've got unemployment and payrolls on Friday. So within a 4-day period, in a short week, you've got 3 of the top 5 data points, in my opinion, of the month coming out in 1 week. So these bonds, you better buckle up if you're trading bonds this week. And just in case they started off, look how far the bonds have come down off their highs today. Even the candle on the bonds is
half a point.
Huge.
Yep, right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they've already come down off their highs, but man, this is going to be a big week for the bond market. Make no mistake.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And when Kevin's talking, folks, we had hit a high of 146 on the 30, and right now you're 144.21. Remember, it's 32 ticks inside of 1 point.
Right.
So bottom line is that you're off what 42 ticks.
Yeah,
that's intense.
A big. Yeah, I mean, think about where they're up a point now. They were up a lot more than that. So
yeah.
This was, and some of the things you're reading this morning, Tom, talked about illiquidity. which really concerns all traders.
There's
right?
no doubt. And what happens, folks, is that when you don't have a bid and an offer, and that's
right.
what's happened over in Italy and Spain this morning. You know, it basically got into Spain. That's a huge problem, you know, because
that's what you need for a market, man.
Oh, right. My God.
Exactly right. And that is a red flag that all markets should be paying attention to with the, with the evolution of high-frequency trading. We all should pay attention to liquidity.
Yeah. Well, you know what's interesting, Kevin, is that it felt last week, and it even feels like more right now. If you remember, in '98, folks, what had happened is that over in Indonesia, they basically were having a problem with currency. And people were saying that, oh, don't worry about Indonesia. It's going to be all right. You know what I mean? They're going to get that straightened out. Well, before we know it, it went from Indonesia to Singapore, and then it jumped right into Asia. I'm talking about all within like 15 days. And guess what, folks? Then it jumped into the U.S., and it was because that was long-term capital. Long-term capital were banking on Russia, and so it's really intriguing when you get a liquidity crisis like this. It's like, okay, I think right now people are saying, hey, the United States is safe, so that's why our markets are bouncing back. Do you know what I mean? But the reality is that, well, you better pay attention to markets in general when the market won't lend money to a government without doubling the rate overnight.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, pretty significant. We talk about liquidity on our show all the time as the things, what you should be trading based on what maybe you shouldn't be trading or being very careful in.
Sure.
And that's liquid versus illiquid markets.
No doubt. And look at this NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's positive. The NDX 100 just went positive.
I said on the Future Show this morning, Tom, this could be an extremely great event for trading, because this is something that could be very temporary.
Yeah. Oh, listen, if our markets, if this money comes into our markets and it can handle it and doesn't freak, then there's just got to be more money in our markets.
Right.
I mean, that's, and I guess
this could be your summer, a 15.5 VIX to start the Tuesday after Memorial Day could be the gift of the summer.
Yeah, interesting.
If we shake off this, what's going on in Europe.
Yeah.
It'd be a nice little trade here.
Oh, I'm telling you, pretty wild. So you guys are kicking off the week.
Yep.
And as we kick off the week, what are we going to be talking about today?
Rolling.
Rolling. Oh, that's a good. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Talk about rolling, extending duration via rolling strategies.
Yeah. And there you go. There's the gift. The VIX is the gift today on the roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
Pretty amazing.
Absolutely.
Folks, every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. You want to understand options, strategies, futures, great program. Kevin, you have a great one, the safe one. Of course, we look forward to the program in 45 minutes.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks so much. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Market-wise out here, you get the Dow down 156, NASDAQ's off 12, S&Ps are off, NASDAQ is down 7, S&Ps are down 12. If we do go over and we take a look at Europe out here, folks, you got the FTSE down 1%, the CAC's down 9/10, Spain's down 2%. When you go to, check this out, when you go to Brazil, you're talking about a whole different ball game. I'll get into those numbers when we come back, but last time I looked, we were down 4.5%.
Oh, boy.
Big number. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 155. You get the Nasdaq off 10. S&Ps are off 13. Let's just go over to Italy for a second so you can take a look at this, because when I was looking at this morning, it was almost hard to comprehend. So we're going to go into, let's see, I'm going to do it this way, WB. I got to go into the bonds. So we go into Italy. When you see this chart, now this is going to be an inverse chart, but this is like crazy. So in the last 2 days, folks, and
yeah, so this is the price of the bonds, right?
Yeah.
And so lower price equaling higher rates.
yes,
Yeah.
and is that yesterday? That's
That is
Friday.
yesterday. Nope,
that's
that's
yesterday.
yesterday.
That's yesterday. So
Yeah.
yesterday it was at 97.211. You're down at 92.359 right now. I mean, you take a look at this. This is what's amazing, though. You only have to go back. What's that? May 4th. You're at 102.
Yeah.
And that, let me do this another way. I think,
Bondholders don't like losing 13% of their capital in a month.
Seriously, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like amazing, actually. So if I go into, I see how I did this before. I'll do it this way. Let's see. I'm going to go look at the market, actually. So if we go, no, other one. What am I doing? I get so many different symbols up here, folks. WIRP. No, that's not it.
No, that's your Fed.
Yeah, I know.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's going to have to be all right.
It is. It is.
Okay, so, oh, there we go. Okay, so we do it this way. I hit the benchmarks. That's what I just did. Okay, so let me see this, because I believe you can see this. Oh, that's the 2. No, I'm going to go to the 10. Okay. Oh, is this the same? This is the same one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks more devastating, but it's the same one. That's 97 down to 92. Bottom line is that it's, I don't believe that, so I wish it's 150 basis points, which is 1.5%.
Yes.
And the market was lending them, when we left on Friday, at like 1.5%. Now it's 3. It's like,
yeah.
you know, and
Pretty
that,
remarkable.
that is always the danger, folks, is that markets will lend money until they don't.
Sure.
And then when it's so abrupt, it's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You know? So.
And like Kevin was saying, you're saying, and then, the liquidity, as in, the bid offers and so forth. As
right.
in, is this going to extend a little bit?
Right.
We'll see. Yeah.
Right. My take, our markets are reacting really good to this right now. But my take is that you better be really careful, because what tends to happen is that our markets in the United States and the amount of funds that we have are everywhere.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So normally what ends up happening is that when something like this happens, it seems that the rest of it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like the long-term capital deal in '98, that came out of nowhere. And it was a bond issue. That's what it was. It was about leveraging debt.
Okay.
And what it was, like if you listen to the press at that point, well, no, Indonesia, that's okay. And picture this, folks. That was what? That's we're talking about 20 years ago. And even markets 20 years ago, we weren't in as many markets as we are now, okay? But it was starting to happen,
sure.
Okay? And so the financial press in general was saying, oh, well, that's over there. Well, what they weren't picking up in that there was debt everywhere, and long-term capital had leveraged themselves like, oh my God, it was like 200 to 1.
Yeah.
Legally.
Sure.
And but guess what? Russia blew up, and if you were in Russia at that particular point, people were millionaires, and 6 weeks later they had no money. I mean, it was that dramatic, and that's what hit our markets. So we'll see where this whole thing shakes out, man. Gold. Let's look at gold. So gold. They whacked the gold market again this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is counterintuitive, but bottom line, they whacked it. They got it down to 1291. It's coming back, and it's going against its strength. So bottom line is that this wants to put its head back up again. We're going against 432,000 contracts. We got right underneath it. We got to 1291. We rejected it. You're at 1296. If you want to see a bar, look at this bar. 2 of them. Vicious this morning.
Yeah.
Was that 8? Oh, right at the open, I guess. 9:30. They got it down at the open. Bottom line, it came right back. So inside that gold market, we're still looking for that to get back inside the larger range. It hasn't done it yet. The notes, those notes look to me like we're going really high. I mean, isn't it shocking that the 10-year right now, 2.871?
Yeah, right. Quite a pullback.
That is
311.
That is. They said that. I believe this is the fastest move since 2007, meaning, and that was before today happened. That was just coming off the bottom.
Okay.
And bonds from 118.10
to 120.
To 120.
Okay.
Bottom line is that now you're at. Well, it's intriguing. So watch this, folks. Look at this. We were talking about this last week. It's like, how does the market know? That's Wednesday and Thursday, right? Look at this. That's 3.7 million contracts in the 10-year. And, I'm sure I've seen it once or twice, but you don't see that type of volume. 2.8, you get 2.7, 2.8 in the 10-year. They were piling into this thing. And, that very well could have been just people on the wrong side, closing their shots too, because
sure.
What we have had is we're the largest short position in the bond market for quite some time, meaning, and people were right on the way down, but guess what? That baby's changed. We'll take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here. Micron Tech, that's on the move again, up $1.60, pretty amazing. Advanced Micro, that's flat. Intel's flat. Twitter's up 58 cents. Not a lot of big numbers out here. Universal Display, what's that?
So that's probably off of, it's OLED. So you see the report about Apple is probably next year going to be including all high-end OLED, potentially screens in all the iPhones.
Yeah, so let's look at this.
So if you're making OLEDs, it's a good day and some good news for you.
Right.
Yeah.
And look at the spread on this. This is up $6, but it was up, that was just the opening. It was up to 117.
Wow. That's right where it opened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so that is a big number. And this is an equity that has come down pretty good. But bottom line is that, look at that, it's down off 209. Comes all the way back to where it kind of went topside last year, May. Now you get some action.
Can you pull up the description for them?
Yeah.
Where are they based?
New Jersey.
Okay. I was just curious.
A consortium, United Display Corporation is a member of the United States Display Consortium. The consortium is a cooperative industry and government effort aimed at developing infrastructure to support North American flat panel display infrastructure. The company's partners have developed a high-resolution, full-color, lightweight, organic light emitting diode technology, right?
Yeah, which is the OLED.
Right. Yep, you go, Apple tells you you're going to change the technology, man. You better be on it, right?
You got it.
Using OLED for models next year, highly unlikely. That's with JP Morgan.
Oh, boy. Conflicting reports. Maybe that's that pullback from 115 to 106. There you go.
JP Morgan had to cover their shots.
Hey.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow Industrials right now down 131. Nasdaq up 9.
Tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The TFNN Memorial Day Tiger Dollar Special has just been announced. For 1 week only, we're doubling the bonuses that we normally give out with any Tiger Dollar purchase. Normally, when you purchase Tiger Dollars, you can receive a 10, 15, or 20% bonus with your purchase, but through Memorial Day only, we've doubled the bonuses to 20, 30, and even 40%. This is one of the best Tiger Dollar sales that we offer, and they only come around a couple times a year, so don't let it pass you by. Tiger Dollars can be used for any TFNN newsletter or service, and they never expire. So whether you're already a subscriber and want to add savings to your monthly or yearly subscription, or you're thinking about signing up for anything in the future, now is a great time to get your Tiger Dollars. For all the details on the Memorial Day Tiger Dollar Special, visit the front page of TFNN.com before this deal ends May 28th.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Thinkorswim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up $1.52. Nasdaq is up
down.
Oh, down. Look at that. Oh my God. Seriously, man. Yeah, Dow's down 167. Nasdaq's down 18. S&Ps are off 15. Let's go inside the Dow, see what's moving the baby. And that doesn't even seem bad compared to what it could be out here. So the move is inside the Dow Industrials. Goldman putting 23 negative points. American Express 13. JP Morgan 12. Coca-Cola's putting 1 positive point, and that's about it.
That's it.
Yeah, pretty wild coming across those indices. If we take a look at the NDX 100, the leader, Micron Tech is up 2.8%. You get you get AMAT up 1.6. Tesla's up 1.5. Taken away from it, you got
Mercado Libre.
Yeah, I got it. Mercado Libre. It should be easy enough. That's down 8.5%. Man, that's a number. We'll go back to that one. You get Dentist Supply. That's down 2.5. Qualcomm's off 2.4. Let's go over to, oh, I know what this is about. This is Brazil's a wreck this morning.
Yeah.
That's what's going. Well, actually, it was a wreck yesterday. It looks like it's coming back today. They were open yesterday. When I just brought that up, you know, I could see that it was down yesterday. It's up today. That's Brazil, though. So that's back from 417 3 months ago to 287. That, no doubt, is one big number. Let's go GL. We got someone, let's see, one of the Tigers that want to look at palladium. So we go into palladium. So let's see. Yeah, I'm just curious as to. So gold, palladium. Okay, PA. Spot palladium. Let's pull up the commodity. That's the active June. Let's see. Yeah, this could be it. Okay, so palladium's trading 982. You're up 520. This didn't do bad last week either. I mean, you know, you're coming into this. Looks like the gold contract. The difference is that it's not in a lower range, but you can see palladium came down hard March 1st. That's what goes from 1,038 to 969. Came down again on the 23rd of April, 1,027 to 966. It's going to take quite a bit to repair that damage. That's some big damage.
Yeah.
You know. It is up versus the gold market, but bottom line is that I'd say you need to build quite a bit of cause. If we do go over and we take a look, just an Eco Eagle, we just look at an Eco Eagle. This caught a nice bid, folks. And this is just an upgrade. Bottom line is that, you know, I mean, it's set up right, but let's see what BMO has to say. BMO is saying now is the time for investors to be looking at gold as a macro event. Company fundamentals valuation point to an opportunity to benefit from increased exposure to precious metals. The team upgraded an Eco Eagle and Fresnillo.
Sure, Fresnillo, yeah.
To outperform from market perform. And that's it's a good hit. There's no doubt. This is you're coming into a swing from the 14th of May. You're going to take that out. We've already done 476,000. That's 1.1 million. And what an Eco Eagle does have is that high volume high rather. It's January 25th. So this is going to be intriguing watching this because if we go over, Gold Corp last week had a nice sign of strength. That thing popped on Thursday, you know.
Yeah.
It's back 8 cents right now, but that was a good pop. And that also has a high volume high in January. These high volume highs in January look to me like the game's going to be on now. The real question is going to be, is it a currency contagion that makes it happen? You know what I mean? That we wake up and gold's up $50, $75, which we haven't seen in years.
How about crude oil, right? Some action there. I mean, pretty just intriguing in terms of where we went, the lows, and this is, you know, Sunday night into Monday.
Okay.
I mean, just approaching $66 when we were at 72 not that long ago. Those gas prices haven't come down just yet, though.
No. Bitcoin, yeah.
And that's
Let's talk Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. So we were approaching 7,000. We were under 7,100, 7,099 late last night, and quite a little spike up. And this could be some of that turmoil,
yes,
you know, across the world in terms of if your fear of currencies. Some people may be diving into some cryptos.
Yeah. You know? And, you know, folks, if you haven't basically checked out the Nadex platform, great time to do it. The spreads on the Bitcoins, they start today, well, they're going to start Tuesday morning, 8 o'clock. They go to Friday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And bottom line, whether you're a bull or a bear, I mean, there's something for everyone here.
So we'll have to dig into this. We'll have to start pulling this up ahead of time, because what happens is that they do, of course, change the value of the contracts, right? And so right now, let's see what they're doing here. So they're saying it's 1/100th of a Bitcoin. That may be what they're doing. Now, these are usually expensive, but in terms of how Nadex usually trades, in terms of like $100, $200 contracts, maybe they've reduced this down, because if you look at it, one contract, the middle of this contract,
that's what they've done.
So it's an $8,000 contract, that's in Bitcoin. It goes from 3,200 to 11,200. The middle of that being at 7,200. We're basically near the middle, 7,200. We're at 7,400. So, and even just to make it super simple, if we were going to buy this right square at 7,200 in the middle, right, you have equal risk and reward. And if you want to trade dollar for Bitcoin, you're looking at 100 contracts. You want, you know, 1/10 of a Bitcoin, you do 10 contracts. You have 400 to the upside, 400 down. And if you want to keep it small, when Bitcoin is trading at 7,000, this is probably where where it should be for a retail investor on the platform. As in, you know,
I agree.
For most
Well,
because
trading, like, even when you talk to people that own Bitcoin, especially when it's hot, they weren't buying a full Bitcoin. You were buying, you know, a piece of a Bitcoin.
Sure. That's when, you know, whether you're on Coinbase, I mean, if you're on Coinbase, you can hold 1/10,000th of a Bitcoin. You know, 0.0009426. You know, I mean, that's what you own. You don't own a Bitcoin. You own the decimals, and they go out to 10 decimal points or something ridiculous. So we'll see what happens. That's pretty cool. Quite a little acceleration, and if you see that type of currency problems, at least people know that this is something where there's liquidity right now in Bitcoin, at least, right? There's an active bid, there's an active offer.
That's right.
So it'll be interesting to see where it shakes out.
Pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
Let's go over to the, I mean, nothing seems to be touching Amazon.
No. Why would it?
Just look at that thing. It's just, you get, your high is 1638. You're at 1608, just laying right on top, and that's a high volume high, so it wants to get tested. You know, the question like, does that get blown away again or just get tested? If we go over and we take a look at Google.
You know, what's interesting is I did read a story sometime, I think over the weekend, it was probably published late last week, and it talked about how Google Home sold more. It's amazing. I don't even know. Like, I would say, you know, Amazon Alexa, their Echo, Google outsold them last quarter.
Did it?
Which is
remarkable. That's the Nest product.
No. It's not the Nest product. That is one thing. The Nest product has to do with your home device. This is the Google speaker that's like an Echo.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. Dow's down 162. Nasdaq's down 19. S&P's are off 14.5. Come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 150. You get the Nasdaq off 9. S&Ps are off 12. Bottom line is that it's not a bad market for where you could be.
We're just kind of hanging around most of the hour we're on here, right?
Totally.
So to jump back that story, so we're jumping, you know, it is intriguing, too, in terms of just the marketing, because we're almost befuddled in terms of what is their device going, Google Home Speaker. That doesn't seem, we don't even know. You're saying it's Nest. It kind of is. They do a lot of Nest. Nest popped up when I Googled it, but it's not a Nest. That's, you know, I'm pretty sure Echo devices talk to Nest. That's their own self-contained home device where that's really managing your thermostat type deals.
Right.
But it's just remarkable that Google, marketing-wise, you don't even know what to call it. They're not going to win that battle. But they outsold Amazon Echo devices for the first time. In the first quarter, Google sold 3.2 million Google Home units. Google Home unit, what is that, right? Versus, you know, I'm serious, versus Amazon Echo units. Everyone knows what an Echo is. 3.2 versus 2.1, quite a number. One thing I brought up maybe, and Amazon's so good at, is that during the holiday season, they have sales, an amazing sale, especially on the Echoes. And so I was saying, who's going to buy an Echo on January 2nd if you didn't buy one on maybe December 28th? So maybe that's where their first quarter is just a tough one for the Echo because they do so well in the fourth quarter. But pretty intriguing nonetheless.
Did you see, and I'm sure many of us did, when, so we were reporting that the Echo had basically talked, well,
yes, it recorded a text conversation.
So the following day, so that would have been last Thursday or Friday, folks, right? I pull up, you know, the internet. What pops up? Echo half-price sale.
Sure, right?
Yeah, totally, right?
No, and it's remarkable that the Amazon stock didn't even move at all.
I know.
And that reflects the fact that it's not worrisome. It's not worrisome to investors. It kind of is just kind of a joke to the society in general, whereas it's pretty intriguing, fearful, all the above, that we now have devices in our home that can automatically just record what you're doing and send it all to somebody else unbeknownst to you. And it's almost a non-factor beyond just the amusement of the story, which says a lot about where we are, I think, in terms of accepting that type of technology in your home.
Facebook says it all. You know? I mean, that's
that's
the bottom line.
Is doing,
you know, people. The next generation won't even know that you had rights.
Yeah, no, it's a tough one, right?
You know what I mean? That you actually do. But you know, we'll see where it shakes out. It doesn't look like it's going to change anything. You know, I mean, when you start looking at it, as you start digging down into it, you can see you can do just about anything or get anything pushed the way you'd like to get it pushed as a company or as an individual. You know. The King Dollar, let's go to King Dollar. So good old King Dollar, folks, just won't give it up. Nice move out here today, 25,000 contracts. So you hit 94,975. Now what's sticking out here is this continuous contract Oh, Andy must be psyched too. You talk about hockey. I went from what they
quite a game last night to kick off the finals, right?
That was. So
unfortunately, the Celtics had a tough weekend. Though,
I watched
losing
that game.
Their game 7. Yeah, quite a fourth quarter.
Oh my God.
We just couldn't hit a bucket. It seemed like that fourth quarter.
I know.
Last night, Golden State advanced in their game 7, so it's going to be Golden State versus Cleveland in the NBA Finals. And what I found intriguing, just one stat last night, is that they were playing. Golden State was playing Houston. Houston missed 27 straight three-pointers. I like to do statistical deals. I haven't even looked at it, but missing 27 consecutive shots in a row is a tough one to go out on Game 7. That's an
outlier.
That is an outlier, man, for sure.
So we take a look at this dollar. You know, you can see what's up here, 95.070 on the continuous contract. You know, that being said, though, let me tell you something. This bar is a very strong bar, so this thing could blow this away in a second. You know, I mean, this has been a big move, and if we do blow that away, now then you're really talking expansion, because the next move I would say would be the lows of the highs that were out here in 2007, or 17 rather, which is a big number. It's almost 99.
Oh, huge, yeah.
Yeah, you know, so there's going to be. It looks to me like we're going to get a lot of movement, because what does happen, folks. This is where this gets intriguing. Is that we can see that the bond yields are going down dramatically with the dollar going up. That's really counterintuitive. But that wouldn't be that bad, you know, for the economy. Where the economy would get totally smoked is that if we had the dollar going up and bond yields going up. But that's what normally happens.
Okay.
You know, if you get a stronger dollar, bottom line is that, you know, you normally get stronger bond yields. You're not, you know, but guess what? It doesn't matter. It matters what it is. And what's happening now is that if Europe. You can imagine being a fund manager right now. There's no way you're going to put money into Spain or Italy right now, this morning, okay? Because it's the illiquid markets, okay? So you don't even know whether you're getting a deal. You know what I mean? Like someone will sell you something, but it's so outrageous on the price compared to what it was on Friday.
Sure.
So what are you going to do? You know, you might go to the United States and say, okay, that's the most liquid market in the world, which it is, the bond market. That's why it's so big. I say, okay, man, I'll take this yield.
Sure, right.
And if that's the case, that's just more cash chasing supply. Now we're going to have a bigger supply. The thing that's impressive here is that we definitely have the biggest supply this year. It's the biggest supply since 2007 because of the tax cut. So the Treasury's got to come up with big money.
Yeah.
But it's not scaring the market. It's not even close. So pretty wild, man. Let's go and take a look at the NQs. So the NQs have had some big movement out here this morning. Look at this. So we had a low, was that 68.95?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
It actually
Pretty
was,
remarkable.
That was actually 68.95. And we're 70 points off that low.
Yeah.
Right?
Solid 1%, totally.
And actually we made a high of... Yeah, it looks like...
We're 60 points right now off that low.
Okay.
We were as high as, but still remarkable. Yeah.
That's a big number.
It is.
Big number out here. Silver. Let's go take a look at silver. So silver's hung tough. It stayed inside the higher range. Continues to want to be in the higher range. And, you know, we rejected lower price out here this morning. You get 78,000 contracts. That's big contract volume, but you were going into bigger contract volume. You're going into 89,000. That'll do more than 89 today, but you haven't broken any swing lows. Volatility all over the place. No two ways about it. And what's intriguing, folks, is that this is really unusual. We're going to kick into window dressing right now. So managers are going to have a choice. Should we basically buy? You know, and what you might have here, we're just watching this market right now. I'm biased to this, but you just might have them stop buying the gold stocks, because look what's going on here. You know, we're watching, oh, look what just happened to the gold market. What just happened here? I was going to say, I'm watching the equities, and the equities are going up, but the gold market just took a bid, too.
Back above 1,300.
Yeah. Look at that move.
Yep.
So we just went from 1296 to 1301 with force. Yeah, you're going to get a rejection of lower price. If you go, if this is going to get intriguing.
It's action all over the place.
Yeah, there's good action here, man. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 164. Nasdaq is off 5. S&P's off 12.5. We're coming right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow right now down 182. You get the Nasdaq off 5. S&Ps are off 14. If we do take a look at some of the commodities out here, so it's you get, well, that's not that we trade cotton, but cotton's up 4.5%. That's a big number. You get hogs up 2%.
Expensive bacon. No.
Yeah. Sugar's up 0.8%. Wheat's up 0.2. Natural gas taking a hit. That's down 2.7. Crude's off 1.5. Cocoa 1.4, gasoline 1.1. So this is pretty cool. We're at 215. We were just at wholesale. We were just at 222. Yeah, actually 220. Look at that, 228 on this contract 4 days ago. Yeah. 5 days ago.
13 cents, just like that, right?
Yeah, and that's wholesale.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
That's a big number.
Yes.
That's a big number. The bottom line, folks, going through the day, you can expect more volatility and a lot. It's going to be the note market, bond market. Our dollar just is hanging tough. We'll see how that shakes out. What's intriguing is that the dollar didn't move, meaning it didn't go down at all. as the gold market just basically took back, you know, I mean, from highs to lows, it took back quite a bit this morning. You know, I think it's 12.91 we're at. Yeah, so it's got $10. You know, not that that's $10 is.
Okay.
Yeah, $10 is $10. You know, and what it has done, it wants to get inside this higher range. So we'll see how this shakes out. It's got a long way to go. 13.15 would be the number. The equities themselves, though, from this whole downdraft that we've basically been in almost 2.5 months, you know, the equities haven't really got toasted.
In the last few minutes, I say a few 10 minutes since that gold. I mean, Dow's almost down 200 now, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
It's been creeping.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Stay right there, folks. We get the swim lessons coming up next. Then, of course, we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon.
And our
Andy Heck.
That's right.
Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Andy's going to be all excited.
That's right.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.